Hey guys, welcome to Kipoerneke's Corner. I am back over in Watcher of Realms at the moment. I'm going to do some of these quick dailies and then I would like to do some polls. I know that Guan Yu and Sergey are both up for grabs, so we'll see how that goes. Alright, so let's start with just picking up some of these freebies that they give us every day. So town limited offers, go over daily luck. And today we have 1 legendary summoning crystal shard, 10 auto fight attempts, and 40,000 gold. Next up is W Gold Shop over on the right hand tab at the top. And we got this chest for 1 arena permit. That's always, well, it's often helpful to say that. We go to the regular bundle Spirit Invocation pack, and we got a free chest over here for 10 diamonds. Okay, now, looks like I've got a hero's visit guy here. This is Pyros. He says, "Are you the leader of this team? This means a lot to me. Could you get it back for me, please?" And then he would like for me to get some of these adventure medals from Gear Raid 1. So let's see, how many did he want? Let's go back, because they're already, yeah, okay, so he only wanted 2. That's pretty normal for this. So let's see if we can quick clear a couple of stages here and see if we get any that way. We'll use one of these huge stamina potions since I anticipate doing a few things here. So we'll go ahead and do a quick clear on this. And we got one of the little medals we need, this adventure medal here. Looks like we got one of those, 40 Brave Conquest points, 18,040 gold. 1,512 Hero XP potions, 1 Calamity Weapon, and 1 Life Force Breastplate, which is just a couple of pieces of gear. Don't forget, too, that Tales of the Smith is running right now. So if you haven't done your Tales of the Smith stuff, what am I doing here? If you haven't done your Tales of the Smith, just enhance some gear to get that out of the way. Okay, so we ran another one. We got the other adventure medal that we needed, 20 Brave Conquest points, 9,020 gold, 756 Hero XP potions, 10 small Arachnid Demon Soldier shards, and 1 piece of gear from that. That didn't take too terribly long to get done. We'll go ahead and submit that. Quest complete. We got 5 arena permits and 200 stamina, which gives us quite a number of arena permits, I would imagine. Pyros says, "I need the support of your fighters. We have a crucial mission ahead of us." Okay, so he just wants us to deploy some guys to go out with him and, I don't know exactly what, because he wasn't clear. But, go kick some butt and take some names, you know, so, we'll quick deploy a couple of guys. It doesn't matter who you put in here, because they're just gonna be gone for 30 minutes. They're not really gone at all. They're still gonna be used. Hey, OJ, how you doing? So, we got that ongoing there, and then we've got something completed in the quest. So obtain 1 piece of gear from Gear Raid. That's 5 quick gear tickets. Sure, sounds good. Over in the guild, we've got a reward: clear Gear Raid on any difficulty level 3 times, which gives us 20 guild points, 20 guild activity tokens, and 1 small stamina potion. Okay, that's all right. Over on the events tab, we've got a bunch of different things here. We'll start with the W Gold gift. There's some reward in the quest tokens. There are a bunch of other things that we will end up getting some of probably, but not quite yet. Brave Conquest is for looting gear pieces and meteorites from Gear Raid and Artifact Material Raids. We have a good amount to claim there, so I'm going to actually click the Claim All button and we can go through it. We got 60 diamonds, 5 legendary skill crystal shards, 2 huge stamina potions, 130,000 gold, 1 small stamina potion, and 1 3-star psychic power shard, or not shard, token. Okay, of note on this list, we have Thunkles at number 5,000. We have 2 days and 3 hours left to get this, so we do have some time. I do want to get Thunkles, so anytime that I can get some shards, I want to try to give it a go. The Corridor of Glory is also going. That's for leveling up, promoting, or starring up, or upgrading hero skills. And you can get things along here. A couple of Thunkles shards on here as well. All right. Trying to choke to death here, but it's fine. Okay. So moving forward, Tales of the Smith I've done most of, and I'm still kind of choking. Huh. Man, things down the wrong pipe. All right. Now we've got the Mortius excavation over here. Got a couple of things to unveil here, and we gotta obtain some of these pickaxes. Hold on a sec. Let me cough some more for a moment. Man. All right. Hey, you came just in time for me to be dying, Cody. Made it through, though. Still alive. OJ says, yesterday I did 1 tin-full of Ancients and hit Valderon. That's cool. Cody says, howdy guys. Popped in to say what's up, but about to pass out. I'll watch the stream tomorrow. Good luck on the pulls, though. Night, guys. Sorry about clearing my throat in your ears and coughing and dying, but, here we are. All right. So, pickaxes. Let's go for that. For logging into the game today, we got 5 of the pickaxes. Spending 50 stamina gives us 8 more. Participating in the arena 1 time gives us 8 more. Clearing any stage 5 times gives us 8 more. And then completing 2 individual quests of the guild today also gives us 8 of those. Tell you what, breathing, you know. Breathing and swallowing are 2 things that that I've been working on my whole life. I've yet to perfect them. And it's just a shame, really. You'd think that that a person would figure that out, but you know, sometimes you do and sometimes you don't, right? Okay, now let's see what we have here. We've got a 2-slot thing and a 1-slot thing that still needs to be unveiled. So I'm gonna try over here. Nope, nothing there. Okay. How about over here? Alright, there's something. That was the little... It's not quite a gauntlet. It's like a bracer. So we got 1,000 hero XP potion for that. Then we need something else, and I have no idea where it'll be. I could go through just everything trying to find it, but you would think it would be on the left since everything else has been on the right. It's only 1 slot, so realistically, I have no idea where it's going to be. Just kind of assume there's a little distance between it and the little thing over here. Finally found it. Alright, 1,000 hero XP for that. Now, we got 5 ancient summoning crystal shards, 200 mithril, and 350 lucky gold for that. Now we have 28 pickaxes left. We have a couple of 4-tile long things. I have no idea what the 3 things in the middle up there at the top are. So who knows? We'll see how many slots those... Oh, it's the little scarabs. Okay. So those are 6 tiles each. That really ought to make it most of the board. That's 10,000 gold for that. I would think that's going to make things fairly easy. Find. So the second scarab gives us 10 more diamonds. I'm practicing my drinking skills here. We made it through. Alright, so there's the 3rd scarab and 10,000 gold. Now, there aren't very many places that these 2 4-tile things can be, so there's one of them. And then we got 1 more to get, 1,000 hero XP potions for that one. I'm going to assume that it's going to be toward the other side. And I assumed correctly. Seemed like it would be a good location for it. We got 1,000 hero XP potions for that. I only have one more pick right now, so I'm not going to get very far on the next one, but we got 5 ancient summoning crystal shards, 200 mithril, and 350 lucky gold there. We're on floor 6 now. Since I don't have any idea where these things are, I see we've got 2 very small 1 tile things, we've got 2 4 tile things, and we have 1 6 tile scarab guy. I'm gonna just go for a corner up here and see if we can. Yeah, okay. So we unveiled the head of a staff here. OJ says much better luck than last time with the excavation. Yeah, most of the board had stuff on it on that last floor, so that made it a lot easier for sure. Um, pretty rough, mostly, but I did all right there. So we got the Martial Gods sign in here, which gives us 1 rare summoning crystal and 300 lucky gold. Alright, now I've got a lot of that stuff out of the way. I'll go ahead and grab this 1,800 gold, as it turns out, from Hyperion over here. And then I want to do some pulls, I think. But first, I'll start some Mystery of Artifacts, Whirlpool Trial runs in the background, which is Artifact Material Raid. So let's start those off and then go do some pulls. Okay, go to the summon window here, and I'm gonna start with the Lucky Pick Invocation. That's the one we have a decent chance. If we hit a legendary slot, then we have 20 times the chance that it'll be Guan Yu or Yuri that we pull. And either of those would be nice. I don't have either one. So either one would be pretty cool. Guan Yu, I think I looked at him the other day. I think he had some cool stuff. I don't really remember exactly what those things were. I think I checked them out. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and do some pulls on him, see how it goes. I've got 67 rare summoning crystals and a bunch of diamonds that I can do. Okay, we got Gogrin, the 3-star fighter. Stained crimson, this feral beast rouses allies with his war cry and goes berserk when health is low. Alright, that was the first one. We're just getting started off with Gogrin. At least it wasn't a green to start off with, right? I'll get that this time. Alright, this time's Ryder, the 2-star fighter. Obsessed with Arlo, this double-bladed warrior mimics his every move, can heavily increase zone attack. Alright, what do we got next here? It is Narvi, the 3-star fighter. A most inquisitive adventurer, Narvi makes a great companion, bolstering heroes and reducing costs. I used her a decent amount early on. Not like a lot, but occasionally. Here we have Skolf, the 3-star fighter. With a galvanizing roar, Skolf boots allies and lays enemies low, able to regenerate health when low. I think I'm tempted to do one of the 10 pulls just because I feel like it's been a while since I got a legendary. The odds of me hitting one are pretty low, and I do think it's cool that there are those achievements from doing a 10 pull and getting like 10 greens and stuff like that. So I may give one a try in a second. I don't know, maybe not. So here we have Nash, the 3-star fighter. His name hits the nail on the hammer. Nash eviscerates multiple enemies at a time with his morbid club. Check that club out, please. Alright, Nash. Summon again. And I didn't do the 10-star after all. OJ says, I use Narvi on one of my honors gauntlet teams for the cost regen. Gauntlet teams. Is that, that's the one that's live? Like you're fighting against someone live and it's like the arena, but it's real time. Hey, Rubin, how you doing? Here's Aaron, the 3-star healer. Gifted, if not impatient, Aaron uses AoE to heal units and provide debuffs. You need to look at his backstory sometime and find out what that reference is to him being impatient. And why it matters, what the connection is between being gifted and being impatient. Here we have Spring, the 3-star healer. As rejuvenating as the season itself, Spring can heal multiple units at once. She is the twin sister, I believe, of Autumn. Uh, Autumn has some helpful utility as well as healing. Here's Hayden, the 2-star fighter. Hulking and tanky, this trusty warrior can reduce hero summoning costs. Alright, here's Barclay, the 3-star fighter. When deployed, Barclay raises the defense of nearby allies. His pike grants him decent range. It's always good when your pike grants you decent range. It's not long range, it's not short range, it's kind of decent. Here's Jonas, the 2-star fighter. Your classic drunkard with a spear. He may be a deserter, but he sure can bolster himself in a fight. Somebody was telling me they just looked at the backstory of Jonas recently. Was that you, OJ? Here's Rumnose, the 2-star defender. This cheeky goblin can't stay out of the drink. When healthy, he's mighty hard to take down. And we're following that up with Gorza, 3-star defender. As fierce as she is gorgeous. This orcish shield maiden stands firm and mauls many. I stand by my theory that Gorza is not what I would call gorgeous. Now, what do I know? I'm no expert, but she looks not gorgeous to me. But maybe she's a better tank or better fighter than she is gorgeous after all. Who knows? Here's Hayden again. He is the 2-star fighter who's hulking and is tanky, and I think he reduces hero summoning costs or something. I can't remember. Already forgot. It's that fast. OJ says, yeah, that was me. Here's Amelie, 3-star marksman. A huntress not to be trifled with. Amelie's spears are deadly accurate and greatly reduce enemy defense. In the early parts of Arena, like I don't know what level it was or what rank it was, but I would see that sometimes. The Amelie out there. Is this Livian? It is Livian. Haha, I got it. Wonderful. I did not recognize her for quite some portion of that video, but there near the end, I'm like, wait, I think I know that one. I have that one. She's a 4-star defender from the Watcher and the Piercer factions. An unbreakable wall of defense, Livian's shield attacks stuns, and Elven Blessing grants damage reduction. And she's very useful in some of the things. I have used her in a number of areas. I couldn't tell you exactly what they were, but she does come in handy. I'm going to share this and get these 50 diamonds. And then, onward. Summon again. Here's Rogers, the 2-star defender. Stalwart and loyal, Rogers can bolster his own defenses to become a human wall. Peruvian says faction trial. Yeah, definitely. That's one of the places, yeah, because she's one of the few defenders that I've had during the faction trials. Back to Jonas, the 2-star fighter. He is your classic drunkard with a spear. It's not others he helps out with, as it turns out. He's not the one who reduces hero summoning costs. He can bolster himself in a fight, it says. Yeah, I think you were telling me that that Jonas was basically a poor little rich boy, and had gone and I guess joined the military or something. Here's Praetor, 2-star defender. Wielding his great mace, Praetor defends the weak while in constant search of his lost love. I also would like to look his up sometime just to see, like, what's his deal, you know? What happened? How did his love get lost, right? Where'd she go? Does she want to be found? Is it gonna be a good day or a bad day when they're reunited, you know? Here's Narvi again, the 3-star fighter. Let's not take that extra star away from her. She is the inquisitive adventurer who bolsters her teammates, reduces hero summoning costs, and I think she gives inspiration points, possibly. A couple inspiration points, I think. Here we have Aaron again. He's the one who's gifted, if not impatient, and he's a healer. All right, Chris Golf, 3-star fighter. He he boots allies and lays enemies low. Alright, now we're back to Amelie, the 3-star marksman. Huntress not to be trifled with. Amelie's spears are deadly accurate and greatly reducing the defense. OJ says, yeah, his family are rich merchants, but he's a slacker that wants to drink and party. That makes a lot of sense, yeah. Yeah, you see that sometimes. Here's Sorzos, the 3-star mage from the Nightmare faction. Advisement of the Nightmare Legion. Sorzos preys on the weak. He does exceptional damage to low HP enemies. I haven't really found a good placement for him as far as anything goes. Like I feel like he's got a niche somewhere, and I just haven't really found it. Here's Praetor again. He's the 2-star defender in search of his lost love. And we're following that up with Rum Nose again, the 2-star defender, who can't stay out of the train. When healthy, he's mighty hard to take down. OJ says, speaking of stories, I read Valderon's, and it's so cool. Awesome. I will have to check it out sometime. I do need to go through and just kind of read them sometime. Here's Langlin, the 2-star healer. Langlin is as devout as can be. His healing magic dispels negative effects, keeping allies in the fight. And it can be very difficult to find guys who dispel things, so it's useful. Here's Marine, the 3-star marksman from the Infernal and Piercer factions. Captain Reeves' first mate at your service. Marine bombards enemies with her explosive ultimate, but she's not great. Oh, okay, another purple. Cool. That's Nalvarez, the 4-star mage from the Nightmare and the Esotericist factions. Every child in Kia has had nightmares from Nalvarez. He deals AoE damage and it summons exploding scarecrows. Yes, I know that guy. OJ says Valderon is actually a paladin, but he tried to wield the chaotic Doomblade and it possessed him. Here's Camille, the 3-star healer from the Watcher faction. Camille is ever the sight for sore eyes. Channeling the power of the Holy Light, she'll patch you up in no time, but only one at a time. She's a single target healer. She's, for a 3-star, she's a very good single target healer. She's one of the first group that you get, and I carried her for a long time. Here's Autumn, the 3-star healer from the Infernal faction. She's also good. She's an AoE healer, and again, for a 3-star, she's pretty good, because she's healer / utility, kind of like Baby Dao-chan, Very baby, practically. As comforting as the changing leaves, Autumn uses AoE healing and boosts critical damage. Eruvian says, sounds a lot like Diablo's story. True. Okay, here's Cutter, the 2-star marksman from the Piercer faction. Cutter launches poison-laced daggers with ease, but downs booze with less grace than Nox. And we're following that up with Nash. He is the dude with the morbid club. He's 3-star fighter. It's a little weird. He's like a fish. I mean, he's not a fish, but he's definitely aquatic. And he's carrying around a large fish. OJ says, I got that achievement you told me about, Arubian, for reading 100 stories. Very nice. You were only 2 away. That's nice. Okay, here's Barclay, the 3-star fighter. When deployed, Barclay raises the defense of nearby allies. His pike grants him decent range. And then overall, the 3-star fighter, the epitome of a berserker, shields won't help when he enters the rampage. Rubian says I went 0 for about 160 for one used artifact. Sad. That is unfortunate. I don't have any opportunity to do the artifact thing because I don't have any of those. You got to get like stage 19 passed or something. I'm not there, Alexa. Here's Ryder, the 2-star fighter, obsessed with Arlo. This double-bladed warrior mimics his every move, can heavily increase his own attack. And then Halder, the two-star fighter. As a traveling mercenary, Halder seeks to repay a debt that saved his very life. And Liam, we haven't seen him yet this session. He is a two-star marksman from the Piercer faction. Unshakable and accurate, Liam can attack multiple enemies simultaneously from an impressive distance. And Decimus, the three-star fighter. Relentless to the T, this undead warrior stays in the fight even after his health has been depleted. And, I think he resummons the next time faster than he did that time. Like the amount to summon him, or the amount to summon him isn't, or to resummon him, I should say, isn't very much. Here's Gogrin. He's a three-star fighter. Stage Crimson. This feral beast rouses allies with his war cry and goes berserk when health is low. Here we have another purple. It is Olog, the four-star defender from the northern faction. This larger-than-life defender is nigh unbreakable. Just try and get past his towering shield. So we've gotten a couple of purples so far, a few of them I suppose. Here's Gogrin again. He is the three-star fighter who is stained crimson and he rouses his allies when his health is low, I believe. And another purple. It's Lightlock, the four-star healer from the Watcher and Northern faction. This guy's also useful during the faction trials. Knowledge is power. As the Archmage of the White Tower, Lightlock knows a thing or two about healing. Now, out of curiosity, do you guys pronounce it Archmage or do you pronounce it Archmage when you say that word? I'm curious. And here is Ryder once more. He's the two-star fighter who is obsessed with Arlo. And Praetor, the two-star defender who is in search of his lost love. Ryder, two-star fighter who is obsessed with Arlo. They seem to just go around in a circle sometimes, Ryder and Arlo. Right behind each other, obviously. Here's Nero, the three-star mage from the Cultist and Watcher factions. He's a lord of the Cultists. And Nero's a flame-cloaked master of AoE damage and faction leader of the Cursed Cult. Break the heat. And Nunya, the three-star healer. Let this one's magic soothe your soul. Nunya calls upon the jungle to heal her allies and bolster defense. I haven't used her a whole lot. I think I would have used her for something. OJ says Arlo and Dalen are like the Robin Hoods of this world. So you've been reading on their backstories too, huh? Actually, I feel like I did read their stories, and I think it doesn't really tell us much more about Ryder than it did in the in that stream that I just looked at. But I don't remember what it said about her. So here's Aaron, the three-star healer. My brain, man, it's somewhere. Gifted if not impatient. Aaron uses AoE to heal units, and he dispels as well. Narvi again. She's out here with a lantern, looking around for stuff. She's a three-star fighter who bolsters for heroes, friends, and reduces their summoning costs. OJ says I read a bunch of them. Here's Elikos. He's also useful in his faction trial. He's a three-star marksman from the Cultist faction. Not every day you see an ivory-skinned goblin. With frosty arrows that inflict slow, he just can't miss. Now, I don't know why the frosty arrows that inflict slow make it more likely for him to hit. But maybe it's just saying, hey, he's a really good shot, and his arrows also slow people down. Here's Esther, the four-star fighter from the Northern faction. Chiseled like granite, this muscle-clad beauty has a chance for a double strike with each basic axe attack. And there's the axe in question. Here's Screef. I think we may actually not have summoned Screef this time around yet. He's a 2-star marksman. Can't trust this one. This vile goblin will lead you into the dark or plugging you with his daggers. And then Arlo once more. 2-star fighter. A masked man of the people, Arlo is a dexterous fighter who can reduce hero summoning costs. Clearly he has high morale. And Halder, coming along behind him, is a traveling mercenary. Halder seeks to repay a debt that saved his very life. 2-star fighter. And then we have Cutter, the 2-star marksman from the Piercer faction. Cutter launches poison-laced daggers with ease, with Down's boost with less grace than an ox. Almost out of the rare summoning crystals up there. I don't know if you've been paying attention, but that is the case. Here's Narvi number 4, I believe, for this summoning set. She's a 3-star fighter, and she bolsters heroes and reduces costs. Arubian says, I believe I've solved the mysterious dot on storage. Is yours still there? I believe so, yes. I believe I do still have the dot on my equipment, like storage thing. Okay, so we got Hayden, the 2-star fighter. He's hoping. He's tanky. He reduces hero summoning costs. I'm curious, what is the solution? Arubian. Here's Halder again, 2-star fighter. He's going around looking to repay a debt that saved his very life. And then Camille once more, a 3-star healer from the Watcher faction. Camille is ever the sight for shore eyes, channeling the power of the Holy Light. She'll patch you up in no time. Peruvian says, if so, check your storage for a chest that just gives you your choice of 3 different demon soldiers. I may have something like that. I wouldn't be too surprised. We have Gokrin once more. This is, I think, my 3rd Gokrin for this summoning session. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe more. Not less, I'm pretty sure. Let's see here. We've got a spammer train to throw some spam in, but I'm going to ban that one. There we go. Fixed his wagon. Where's that part? Or however you want to look at it. Arubian says, I opened it and chose one and it went away. OJ says I had that same dot. It took me like a day to figure it out. Yeah, I haven't figured it out yet, but you guys may have just figured it out for me. I didn't look into it as much as perhaps I should have. Alright, so we got Gogrin. He's the 3-star fighter. He's stained crimson. He rouses his ally with a war cry, and then he goes berserk and goes nutters, you know? Irvian says, was it the demon soldier for you, AJ? And, okay. Here's Liam again. We got a 2-star marksman from the Piercer faction. He's actually pretty decent for a 2-star. He's quite good for a 2-star. If that's all you've got going, he's decent. Here's Screef, the 2-star marksman. Can't trust this one. This vile goblin will lead you into the dark before plugging you with his daggers. Not only does he not use his marksmanship in any way whatsoever, as far as I can tell from this description, it shows when you pull him out. He's just not half. He's not half the man that Liam is. Gorza. As fierce as she is gorgeous. She's a 3-star defender, and it speaks well of her. But if I used her at all, then it wasn't very much, and it didn't impress anything upon me. Here's Walgrad, the 2-star mage. running with a band of thieves. Walgrek slows enemies with his putrid magic while increasing his own speed. And I've used him for something, or someone rather like him. Maybe it wasn't Walgrek. Just someone like Walgrek. Here's Rogers, the two-star defender. Stalwart and loyal, Rogers can bolster his own defenses to become a human wall. OJ chose the archer, and Arubian also chose the archer, I guess, from the demon chest. Here we have Duradel, the three-star fighter. Elf? Vampire? Both? Duradel's surge skill does massive damage and restores HP. Talk about versatile. You got a little bit of this and a little bit of that, I guess. Then we have Screef once more. He's the two-star marksman who will lead you into the dark and then plug you with daggers rather than use any bows and arrows or even throwing knives as far as I can tell. Following that up is Arlo, the two-star fighter. He can reduce hero summoning costs. He's also the one that Ryder wants to be like. He copies his every move. Just sort of follows him around. Screef again. See, I made the mistake of mentioning that was the first time I had summoned Screef this session, and the game has heard me and is delivering what I've been missing. So we got yet another Screef, two-star marksman, leading you in the dark, slugging you with the daggers. And now, a purple thing. It's Demon. 4-star fighter. I think this might be Ain's brother, or Ain's brother, if you prefer that. He's from the Nightmare faction. But, oh yes, it says so right here. If only I could read, huh? Betrayer of his brother Ain, this fallen elven prince revives quickly and can immobilize enemies. And I was hoping he was going to be really good, but it didn't end up finding him to be as good as I wanted him to be. Oh, Screef is back. He's just hanging around. 2-star marksman, plugs you with daggers. It's super weird. He seems to... he stays around. When he shows up, he stays around a while. Here's Ryder, the 2-star fighter who follows Arlo around and copies his every move. It's very strange. OJ says that Volca turned Demon into a vampire. Well, that's not very nice. Here we have Breeder, the 2-star defender who wanders around searching for his lost love. It's a sad tale. And Aaron, 3-star healer who is gifted, not impatient. He can, I think he does solo healing as I recall. I'm pretty sure he's a solo healer. Here's Ogrel, the 3-star fighter. We've seen him a couple times this go around as well. OJ says that's why him and Ain are enemies. Because Volca turned him into a vampire? Man, I just don't even know. He seems like he got the short end of that stick. Except immortality is cool, so like being a vampire, I think is possibly okay. Maybe he could turn Ain into a vampire too, and then they can be friends. Alright, here's Jonas, the 2-star fighter. Classic drunkard with a spear. He's the one who apparently ran away from his rich family and went out on his own to drink and party. Wine, women, and song, I'm sure. Here's Rutu, the 3-star fighter with the pink flesh here. This scale gets in it for the thrills. Gains a shield after placement and recovers cost. I just need to know why he's got that pinkish purple hue. I feel like him and Langland could start something, you know, they could have a band, right? Because they're both a little purple. Here's Autumn, the 3-star healer from the Infernal faction. As comforting as the changing leaves, Autumn uses AoE healing and boosts crit damage. In case you wondered, I am out of the rare summoning crystals at this point, and we're making a dent in the stash of diamonds at the end. OJ says Demon is clutch in the later stages of faction trials because of his respawn time. Well, cool. I had hoped he would be good for something. So Decimus is a 3-star fighter. Relentless to the T, this undead warrior stays in the fight even after his health has been depleted. And then you can put him out again fairly quickly. Following that up with old Rum Nose, the two-star defender, this cheeky goblin can't stay out of the drink. When healthy, he's mighty hard to take down. And then Leopold once more, the two-star marksman from the Pierce faction. He's pretty good, as previously mentioned. I have no real complaints as far as he's a two-star guy, so you get what you get. But he's definitely one of the better ones. And here's Rex. We haven't seen him this go around. He's a three-star defender from the Watcher faction, one of the first people who comes along with us on this journey. Unyieldingly loyal to the commander, Rex uses sword and shield to stun enemies and deal AoE damage. OJ says, like stage 13, there's a fireball that you just need someone to throw in front of it. Aruvian says, Rutu was sick as a child and lived off Pepto-Bismol. That's why he's peak. Ah, man, maybe. We're gonna summon again. You are what you drink. Here's Voltus, the three-star mage from the cultist faction. Voltus, assigned to protect the commander, possesses electrical powers of mysterious origin. Beware his devastating storm. And he also is one of the first ones you get. When you get him, he looks just like this. He's like a little Jim dude. And then as you promote it, he starts to gain human qualities. So apparently, human qualities are better than Jim qualities, which is kind of weird. I don't know. I feel like he might have been in better position physically before we promote him. Not real clear on it. Okay, now we have Drogo, the three-star marksman from the Piercer faction. There's nowhere to hide. Drogo's massive range and alien ultimate will have enemies scrambling for cover. But not a lot, because he's not great and he costs like 22 to put out. It's pretty rough, old Drogo. Not impressed with him. Harugan says, okay, maybe not. Here's Nuno once more, the three-star healer. She can heal allies and bolster defenses. And then Sheilor. We haven't seen Sheilor yet this session. We got three-star fighter. 2 X's are better than 1. Sheilor's blood surge throws her into a frenzy. At least I don't think I've pulled her yet this go round. No. Here's Hayden, the 2-star fighter. Vulcan and tanky, this trusty warrior can reduce hero summoning costs. And that was at least the third or fourth one of him for this session. And then Arlo's come back. He's the 2-star fighter. Very fancy. Everybody wants to be like Arlo. Or at least Brenda does. Is that everybody? I don't know. Screef is back. He is the 2-star marksman who drags you off into a corner and then he beats you up with his daggers. It's not the place you want to be, I tell you that. Here's Gogren again, 3-star fighter. He stayed crimson. He does some yelling, and everybody's morale is just kind of boosted. He's big, he's bad, he's ugly. And here's Hayden once more. He's the 2-star fighter. He's hulking and tanky and reduces hero summoning costs. And then Nero again, the 3-star mage from the Cultist and Watcher faction. He's the one who's the lord of the Cultist faction, and he's also father to Solil. But she's like better than him, so he didn't further, but he created this child who has better skills than him. We don't know who her mother is. But that's partially because I haven't checked into this tournament. Maybe it tells, who knows. OJ says you've got a bunch of Gogren this time. I absolutely have. It's kind of weird. I normally get a bunch of Screef. But this time Gogren has been at the head of the pack, I guess. Urban says, if you're close to pity. At this point, I've done more than 60 just during this summoning session. How close I am, I'm not sure. I could check. Let's click continue and I'll Liam, the 2-star marksman from the Piercer faction. Let's see where we're at. You can click OK here. We've got 90 heroes stored in the backup storage, so that's meaningful. I will click here and claim these. We've got 30 diamonds and 7 rare summoning crystals, so we've gotten a good ways there. Clicking on the details and then summoning record. And we're gonna look for gold and try not to fail at seeing gold. So if you guys see something that I don't, please let me know because I am not great at colors. It's weird, but it's true. The green and the gold look very similar to me in this game. I don't know why, but it's a true statement. I don't know how far back I'll have to go for this because I don't actually remember who I last pulled as far as this rare something. There we go. There she is. That girl there, Ayla or something. I don't know. She's got some name. Ayla, maybe? All right. So, we're on page 53. So we can do 52 times 3 to find out how many, and that's going to be 156. So it's been 156 pulls since I got one. All right, and then we'll head back over to the summoning. You know what? We can get rid of some of this backup storage stuff real fast. There's a bolt dismissed that I learned about the existence of, and we can just click. I clicked on one first. Of course, we don't have any of those in here, but we do have some number 2 heroes, 2-star heroes. And I think I have enough that I can just dismiss these guys. And that'll clear up the storage a little bit and give us 32,790 gold. It says so close. Yes, fairly close. So we've got 7 rare summoning crystals and plenty of diamonds to get a little ways along here. All right, let's summon some more. See what we can find. Here we have Drogo once more, the 3-star marksman from the Piercer Path. He is. They tout his skills in the write-up, but realistically, he's fairly unimpressive, and he costs 22, so it's pretty high. Here's Springer, 3-star healer that's rejuvenating as the season itself. Spring can heal multiple units at once. Yeah, both Autumn and Spring got kind of chosen to be healers or something. I read their story. They're twins, I think, and the birds were very interested. Here we have Nunya, the 3-star healer, and she's the one who heals allies and bolsters defenses. I think she may be an AoE healer, but I don't recall for certain. I think she is. Here's Rutu, the pinkish purple skinned fellow. He's the 3-star fighter. Very strange. He gets like some of the summoning costs back when you put him down. Here's Praetor, the 2-star defender, and he's the one who's off looking for his lost love out in the world. Following him up with Skulf, we've got Skulf a couple of times this session. He's a 3-star fighter. He does some yelling, scares his opponents, he bolsters his friends. You know, he's the guy you want at the front, and he's going to take the part of the hits. Here's Cute, with a 3-star marksman, a cunning goblin archer whose poisoned arrows bounce from foe to foe. Beware his traps. And then we have Gokba, the 3-star mage from the Esotericist faction. In fact, this is the one that I was thinking of instead of whatever that other goblin guy I was saying, Walgrak. Instead of Walgrak, I was actually thinking Gokba. That's one prickly goblin. Gokba flings AoE spikes with abandon while inflicting slow. I see that the ad has ended over there. You guys didn't miss anything. It's fine. Here we have Rogers, the 2-star defender. Stalwart and loyal, Rogers can bolster his own defenses to become the king wall. After that, we have Arlo once more, a 2-star fighter that Ryder wants to be, but just can't make it to for some reason, even though they're both 2 stars. Feels like they're of equivalent levels, and neither of them are that amazing. Here's Liam, the two-star marksman from the Piercer faction, who's better, in my opinion, than Arlo. And, if you want to hero worship someone, I would think, as a marksman, you'd rather go for Liam. But what do I know? Here's Marine, the three-star marksman from the Infernal and Piercer factions. Captain Lee's first made at your service. Marine bombards enemies with her explosive ultimate. It's not as explosive as it may sound from that description. And here's Ryder once more, the two-star fighter he's after Arlo all the time. Got some kind of an infatuation I can't quite comprehend. And here's Rex once more, the three-star defender from the Watcher faction that you start out with. He's actually not a bad defender for a three-star. He's pretty solid for a three-star defender, I would say. Here's Langland, the two-star healer. I never really had an opportunity to use him much. I do appreciate his purple outfit. This is the one that I was saying would go well with Rutu. I feel like you could make a whole party from just purple people. And then if Purple People Eater came along, would be we got a song adventure team. All right, Rum Nose, the two-star defender, is here, and he has a little bit of trouble with his alcohol. When he's healthy, he's mighty hard to take down, but he's never healthy. So here we are. And Jonas, the two-star fighter, who's the son of merchants, according to OJ over here. And Glenn. We haven't seen Glenn yet this summoning session, surprisingly. He's a three-star defender. About to the holy life, this reliable defender turns to prayer in order to deflect and reduce damage. Maybe I did see him once this time. I'm not really sure. I don't recall if I did or not. But if so, then only once. I definitely haven't seen Dagna this summoning session, which is a little bit of a surprise. I often get her multiple times. She's a three-star defender from the Northern faction. She's also a lord. Mighty things come in small packages. Dagna's a North Throne faction leader, able to greatly heal herself, and she is pretty decent, really, for a three-star. OJ says Rumnose and Jonas should hang out. Actually, there's a whole crew of goblins who would do well together. They drink at the bar, and sometimes they stab you when you go outside. Here's Ryder once more, the two-star fighter who's obsessed with Arlo. Yeah, I feel like there's a good little crew who could get together. Here we have Decimus, a three-star fighter who continues to live after he is dead. He's like a chicken with his head cut off. He just continues to go around randomly. Alright, here is Jonas once again. He's a deserter, but he can bolster himself in a fight. I don't know. You said you read his story. What did he desert? What's his story on that? Was he like in the military and then he's like, nah, I don't want to do this anymore, and he's out, or what? Here's Barclay again, the three-star fighter. We've gotten him a couple of times. He raises the defense of his nearby allies, and he has a spear, which gives him apparently decent range, whatever they assume that is. Here we have Sorsus, the three-star mage from the Nightmare faction. We've gotten him again earlier. He's supposed to be really good against enemies that have low XP, but yeah, I just haven't found a good use case for him. Here's Maul, the four-star marksman from the Northern faction, with a range that expands over time. Maul rules the ocean. His ultimate deals absurd AoE knockback damage. His ultimate, like he throws a shark at something. It's kind of weird. It's like an air shark. I think this is a gold. It is. Yeah, it's a gold. Very nice. Hey, look, it's Yuri. How cool is that? So we got Yuri, the 5-star marksman from the Nightmare and Piercer factions. It says, a sly kitsune. That's a Japanese demon, right? I don't know if I pronounced that correctly, however. She's okay, she's like the 7-tailed fox or whatever, demon girl, right? A sly kitsune? With deadly grace, she dances through foes, leaving only pain and ruin in her wake. OJ says, woo, and they're all very congratulatory. Thank you guys. And Ruben says, great role. Yeah, I know that's great. That's wonderful. So I did get, this is the hero that I chose for this. Able to get her. I mean, I have no complaints whatsoever about that. Very nice. And I know that she'll be good in arena because I'm always seeing her blow things up from the opponent's side. All right, how cool is that? Confirm this. And then I want to go over to the special ancient summoning because right now we have Sergei in the Arena Mastery. I don't really know anything about Sergei, but we have Sergei and Valderon. And I know that Valderon seems pretty good. I've seen him again out in Arena. Um, and he does good things. Sergei, I know really just nothing about. Let's see if we can figure out. Okay, he is a fight. After his homeland was destroyed by the tide of darkness, Sergei studied Ki under Master Zenith. However, consumed by a thirst for revenge and control, he lost himself and gravely injured his fellow disciple Luna. He now fights the darkness in endless remorse and atonement. Well, he gravely injured his fellow disciple Luna. Do we mean he mortally wounded or just, he paralyzed him or something? I don't know. It's interesting. All right, so it says here in his talent, gains 1 stack of Ki every 15 seconds, which is dynamic life energy, stacks up to 6 times. Well, that doesn't really tell us what it does, but maybe we'll find out in a moment. When deployed, immediately gains 4 stacks of Ki. When HP drops below 65%, reduces the interval for gaining Ki by 3 seconds, and reduces damage taken by 50%. Each cast of the ultimate increases damage by 75% for 6 seconds. His physical attack hits 3 ahead, deals 100% physical damage to 1 enemy targets in range, has a 20% chance to trigger 2 consecutive strikes instead and cause HP drain, which says when activated, it ignores any shield carried by the target and directly reduces HP, equal to 10% of current HP to the hero. Okay, that's pretty cool. So that implies that he would be gaining HP. It says, it's a drain. I'm uncertain, but it seems like it would be healing him and damaging them. And so, of course, the sooner he gets that going, the better effect that'll have. Here we have World Sunder. This is his ultimate. Causes HP drain equal to 10% of current HP to the hero and gains debuff immunity for 6 seconds. Deals 500% physical damage that ignores 50% defense to 1 enemy target in range 1 time. If there are 2 or more stacks of Ki, consumes 2 stacks of Ki and restores full range. Well, that's cool. Dark Delusion, when taking direct damage, gains a shield equal to 30% of the hero's attack for 15 seconds. This effect can be triggered up to 1 time every 5 seconds. The shield stacks up to 80% attack. And then we have Vested Malice. After casting ultimate, reduces damage taken from enemies to 1 for 2 seconds. When taking fatal damage, consumes 2 stacks of Ki to negate this damage, then immediately casts the ultimate and gains a shield equal to 30% attack for 10 seconds. This effect can be triggered up to 1 time every 40 seconds. And the last thing over here is the arena cost reduced. I cannot click the buttons apparently. There we go, got it. Reduces the hero's cost in the arena by 5. Interesting. I'm sure there are other cool things here, like in the Awaken and things like that, but let's quickly look through. Probably number 3. The ultimate deals extra 50% damage 1 time and executes enemies with HP below 20%. Okay, so this is cool. The execute thing is something that I'm vaguely aware of. If you manage to get him up to A5, each time Ki is consumed, it grants single target damage increase, and that's single target damage plus 15%. To the hero and 2 ally targets with the highest attack within 2 tiles for 10 seconds. So that's pretty cool. The Awakening 1, when taking direct damage from enemies, immediately gains 1 stack of Ki and increases attack 20% for 15 seconds, or by 20% for 15 seconds. Effectively triggered up to 1 time every 12 seconds. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and give it a go here. I only have 7 of these summoning crystals. Odds are I won't get anything. Let's go ahead and look real fast. What was my last? First of all, pity timer rules. So it's similar to the rare summoning. You start getting it after 185 summons, and it's guaranteed within 200 if no legendary lord has been summoned. Okay, so let's give it a go. First and foremost, how long has it been since I got one? Not very long. It was Lubu, and this is page 6. So 5 times 3 is 15. So it's been 15 pulls. Probably not gonna get there, but let's try it. Summon one. OJ says, Yuri is freaking awesome. Sergey is brand new. We got Sheilor, the 3-star fighter. 2 X's are better than 1. Sheilor's blood surge throws her into a frenzy. OJ says he's supposed to have big single target burst damage like Wukong. It did appear from his write-up that he would. Here's Drogo once more, the 3-star marksman from the Piercer faction. He's no Leon, let's just say that. It doesn't cost nearly as little. He doesn't do nearly as much. So, alright, we got Isolde, the 4-star defender from the Northern faction, who's also a lord. Isolde takes leadership of the North Throne seriously, able to boost defense and block values for allies. Block values? Okay, able to boost defense and block values. She's not blocking values. She's increasing their block value. Just to clear that one up. Irivian says, pity on ancient summons is only for lords. Yes. Alright. Summon again. And what do we get this time? It is Aatrox, the 4-star fighter from the cultist and the chaotic factions. Born to die, this sacrificial warrior trades HP for massive damage and generates a fire field healed upon death. Used him before for some things. Summon again. See what we get. Let's go for a 3-star mage from the Esotericist faction. It's one prickly goblin. Goatbug flings AoE spike for the bandit while lifting slow. We've only got this one and then one more to try. This is Voltus, the 3-star mage from the cultist faction. Voltus, assigned to protect the commander, possesses electrical powers of mysterious origin. Beware his devastating storm. This is our last summon for the ancient and his Alakas, the 3-star marksman from the cultist faction. Not every day you see an ivory-skinned goblin. With frosty arrows that inflict slow, but just can't miss. Alright, click OK here. And then we have a bunch of stuff currently in backup storage, so let's come here. And again, I'm going to bolt dismiss when we have 2-star heroes, and then just go ahead and just dismiss those now. As long as they're within labor, we get 8,000 gold for that. Now, we have a lot of things left in here. Looks like there are still 72 heroes left. Let's come over here and grab these diamonds. Now the question is, what ought I to do? Should I summon anymore? I could do this. The chances of getting something increased by 2, of getting a legendary. It would make some sense to do that because obviously I'm not anywhere close to pity on it. We leveled up to 64, giving us 50 diamonds and 3 more maximum stamina points. So that's cool. And I'll actually, in this stuff, we got 135,030 by 300 gold, 11,250 XP potions, 93 flawless meteorites, 206 mithril, 558 mystery of artifact trophies, and 558 great conquest points over here. I'm gonna run some more of those in the background to use up some of this extra stamina we got laying around at the moment. Okay, got that started, and then I want to come check on Barut, who has some items, none of which I want currently. And then we're gonna come over to the Harbor Master grab these 30 buttercream mushroom and 30 jumbo spinach. We also have this hero's visit to finish off. Dispatch completed, and that gives us 3 5-star psychic power shards. Pyro says, excellent. Objective has been accomplished. Farewell. Oh, well, yeah, no problem, Pyros. Anytime, anytime. Alright. Let's check over here at the trading post of what kinds of fun things you might have here. This legendary summoning crystal shard we can get. So let's go ahead and do that. So that gives us 1 legendary extract, 1 legendary summoning crystal shard, and 20,000 hero XP potions for that. Then I'll get primed and poised, which is the next one here. We got 2 shards of the mythic extract, 1 ancient summoning crystal shard, and 1 epic skill crystal for that. And then let's see. Let's do Noble's armor. Noble's honor. It's not armor. That's 2 different things here. We got 1 legendary summoning crystal shard, 30 mithril, and 80 stamina for that. The rest is not as currently relevant. I will hold off. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I won't. But we'll see. Let's see here. We've got a dot. Aha, it's a gallery thing. Okay, so we come down to the star piercers, and we must have gotten something fun and entertaining, because now we've unlocked this attack plus 50 for all of my piercer guys. That's cool. Nothing else on the dot, so I suppose that that pretty much does that one. You were saying in storage that I might have something. So first and foremost, I'm going to go ahead and make this mythic extract shard bundle into a mythic extract. Now, as to the other thing we talked about, that should be here. We've got a Gear Ascension Material Choice bundle. And that may be what the problem is. I don't know. I also have these Insignia 3 choice bundles, Insignia 3 choice bundle again, a Hero Emote choice bundle, Random Quartz Keystone Titanic Runes. That shouldn't be anything. And then I've got another couple of that sort of thing. I don't see a demon chest in here unless I just missed it. But I don't see it. There's something with a question mark on it. Unidentified weapon. An unidentified weapon emerged from the dungeon, which can be transformed into variant gear with a special effect. Can't imagine that would matter for the dot. Yeah, I'm not really sure. I don't see the demon bundle. I see some other bundles. But I do still have the orange dot. Alright, let's go over to quests. We performed a summon, and so for that, we get 2 4-star power shards, and we also obtained a daily chest from Hyperion. For that, we get 10,000 gold. Very nice. We have this level up heroes 3 times, and I happen to have a brand new Yuri who could use some levels, and I feel like I want to do that, but I've got to make some room in my hero stuff first. So let's go to the little sell window here and check and see. Do I have any 1-stars? I don't. I was about 2 stars. We're gonna keep 4 of each of these guys that are fusible. If we have 4 of them, then we'll see. And then we'll get rid of the rest. I accidentally kept Predator there, and I didn't mean to do that. It's a shame. It's alright though. Alright, so we'll sell those, get 15,200 gold. Ergen says do quick star up. That's not the worst idea I've ever heard, actually. That would eliminate some of these guys. Yeah. But I'm gonna go ahead and do it this way for now, I think. We got some 3-star heroes to get rid of, but wait. before I do that, I want to go to the awaken window and make sure I don't have anybody currently in this group that can be awakened. Sometimes I fail in that regard. And I want to make sure I don't fail currently. It's, it's looking pretty solid at the moment. I'm not really seeing anybody who's needing to be awakened. And at this point, I'm down now. Okay. All right. No concerns there. Let's go back over here. Go to the sell thing. Uh, Everyone says, yep, and give you fodder. It'll be points for quarter employee and give you fodder for upgrading. Yes. Interesting. I think it's a good idea. And I will go and I'm going to be pulling a bunch of guys out. However, I did get rid of the bulk ones. There's still plenty left though, because I kept enough to do stuff like that. So should be fine. I do want to sell the 3-star guys for sure. And I think I have all of those cut back that I need to on their like prompt. So all right, so let's dismiss these, get the 300 diamonds for that, and then let's check on the 4-star guys. Okay, nothing there. So we have enough to get 39 no, 29. Counting is hard. All right, 29 guys out of the bag. Okay, well, actually, yeah, I'm gonna come over to some backup storage. So we can get 29 of them right now. Let's just, yeah, let's just start here. Just realized it's counting for me and I don't need to count them. Alright, so confirm. And now we can come back over here. And yeah, I think that's a good idea. The bulk leveling thing with a quick start. Let's see here. I have one available here. May as well do. Of course, it didn't need any of my guys to do that. But ultimately, I'll be able to use them. But this will work. Okay, so this will eat a couple of that guy. That works out all right. Okay. Start there. OJ says there's still 8 days left on Corridor of Glory. Well, that's cool. Start that guy up again. And then we can start this one up, and I think that ought to help a little bit right there, right? I think so. Let's see. We have room for 2. Really flying along. Alright. Let's see if we can get another bunch here. Did I accidentally eat the first? I think I lost one. Not sure. Oh. I'm terrible at this. It's like, it's so hard. It's so visual. But that's alright. Maybe I sold her. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? Alright, let's see where we're at right now. Room for 4. I could goodness. I know what I've done. I've moved people over and then I didn't try to awaken anybody or anything intelligent like that. All right, well, let's do it now. Man. Okay, so we can awaken Wall. He'll be on the third awakening hit. OG says you'll get used to it. Oh man, maybe. I'm not gonna guarantee that. Visuals are very hard for me. Alright, Salty Version will inflict slow. We got a 4-star Psychic Power Shard as well. Or not shard, but a token. Okay, we also have an O-Log here. And we can do like so. Alright, that gives O-Log 1200 more HP. And we also got one 4-star Psychic Power Shard for that. Let's see if we can find, oh yeah, Light Log. Another little dot. Great. Okay. Awaken him. And that'll be his 5th awakening. Deals splash damage in a larger range. Cool. And another 4-star Psychic Power Shard. And then here's Livian. That'll be her 1st awakening. The shield bounce can bounce one more time, and that's super cool. And another 4-star Psychic Power Shard. Let's see, do I have anybody else who we can... Ah, yes, here we go, Nalbros. That's his 5th awakening, that's cool. During the Spirit Raven, increases damage by 20%, and we get one 4-star Psychic Power token. Ah, yes. What's his name? Atrox, I think. We will awaken him to 3rd level and cost -1. That's nice. Get a 4-star Psychic Power token for that. And then here's Demon. We're gonna awaken him to the 4th level this time. Awaken. OJ says, nice, lots of epic awakenings. Yeah, I think you've got a bunch of epics in storage too. Yes, I believe that's correct. So now I have penetration plus 5% from that, and of course one more 4-star Psychic Power token from that. And here is, I think, I don't know, Estrid or something like that is her name. Not sure. Regardless, we will awaken her. Crit rate plus 5% on that, and a 4-star Psychic Power token. I think that's gonna be it. It is it. Now, did I miss anybody? I mean, possibly, who knows? Yes, I did. Here we go. This one, this might be Solday. And so we shall awaken her, possibly Solday. And when Shield Wall is triggered, Isolde gains, yeah, it was Isolde, gains a number of shields equal to the value of her block. Each shield is equal to 8% of her max HP and lasts for the duration of Shield Wall. Cool. And we got a 4-star Psychic Power for it as well. Arubian says Estrid is really good, actually. She's in end-game teams for lots of stuff. I think she's a fighter, right? Or is she? She's a fighter or a defender. She's a melee unit for sure. OJ says, yeah, Estrid is on the very top. Matrix seems so cool. I don't know much about her. I'll have to look at her. I get her confused, actually, with Isolde and Estrid and somebody else all look very similar to me. It's very hard for me to differentiate them. Okay, we'll go on up and see if there's anything else to awaken. I don't think there is. Okay, so we have 13 slots open at the moment. Let's go ahead and back over the summoning thing, and we can get 13 more of these guys out of here. So looks like we're down to rares at this point. No more epics. Sad day. But that's okay. The odds are that we've done all of the awakening that we can do, but I'm not 100% sure, so I'm gonna run through this line here and make certain. Okay. So, the only people who could be awakened are like sources. Okay, yeah, it's fine. Don't have them. So, click the button wrong. We need to go to attributes. Then we can go to the sell window, and don't want to get rid of any except for breeder on this. In fact, I don't even have to get rid of him at this point. I won't. I won't do it. So let's go to the 3-star guys. I don't think that I need to keep any of these. I think I've got them marked off. So we're gonna dismiss them for 960 guys. Arabian says bulk dismissal. You can sell directly from the hero storage. Yes, but then I won't know if they go toward awakening someone, right? If they're not in here, I think they have to be in the hero bags for them to show up in the awakening window. And then I could easily miss things because again, it's back to that like visual recognition thing. Let's dismiss these for 960 damage real quick. Okay, there's that. And we have plenty of room, I believe, for the rest of everything now, regardless. If I can click the right button, we'll get there. Summon. There we are. Backup storage. And let's see. I don't think that any of these guys are going to be used for awakening any bad guys. But you know what? I don't know until I'm going to get sure. I know you can do the bulk dismiss, but I hesitate to do that because I know me too well. So, Irving says I was only thinking about 3 stars. Of course not. Of course. Right. We're gonna go to the awakening window again and just kind of scroll down these because yeah, I know that some of the guys you can awaken, like Elikasi there. He was doing, even though he's only a 3-star, you can awaken him. So some of them are like that, and I'm not confident that I don't have any left to do that with. I probably don't. It's probably perfectly free and clear, but certainly I don't have them currently, so that's good. Let's go here and we'll go ahead and dump the 3 stars that I have there for another 780 diamonds. Ruben says Decimus is useful. Yes, but I have some copies of him locked. So I have copies of all of these guys that are fusible locked, and also at least one copy of everyone, I think. All right, so there's 780 diamonds for that. Get out of here. Okay, so I do want to check on the Oracle's trial and see where we're at in the Arrival of Heroes. Okay, cool. Because I did want to make sure that I got these Thunderous shards. And so I got 15 5-star Psychic Power shards, 3 Legendary Skill Crystal shards, and 5 Thunderous shards for the summoning. Actually at 4th place right now on this. There's a day left, 1 day and 1 hour left. So I may throw some more into it at some point, not right now, but maybe later. Caribbean says, okay, good. Yeah, I made sure to lock some folds. Mr. Artifacts, that one ends in 1 hour and 57 minutes. We're not really close enough to the top few places to worry about trying to vie for that. So I don't think that I need to mess with it right now. Alright, we will open up these background fights. We got 108,200 coins, 9,000 XP potions, 81 flawless meteorites, 165 mithril, 486 mischief artifacts trophies, and 486 brave conquest points. Alright, let's check in with Garud over here. And if he doesn't have anything that I currently want, I'm going to go ahead and do his 3 refreshes that you get for free every day. Here's one of them, and all I'm really looking for are the free summoning shards. Or not free, but discounted. And here's one of them for 70 diamonds, and here's another one of them for 70 diamonds. And then we're going to refresh again. And look at that, we have a couple that's very nice. There's another one, and another one. And I'm feeling like it's going so well, we're gonna spend 500, and look, there's another one. How cool. Yeah, why not? Got a little bit of gold to gamble with, not a whole lot, but enough to try to get some more real quick. Not gonna spend too much on that, but a little bit. I'll do one more time after this, and then call it good regardless. Okay, good enough. Now, over in the quests, we've leveled up heroes 3 times, and so we get 1 stamina potion sample for that. Everyone says I'm excited for you when you get Yuri, but I thought, yeah, that'll be cool. OG agrees that I'll like Yuri. Meridian says you can fight back in anti-air arena better, deal with all sorts of stuff. Yeah, I definitely needed some help in the against air things for sure. Make 1 purchase in the black market of the Dwarven Association and get out the BS 10,000 gold. That's a normal daily thing. And also the box at the top now gives us 35 diamonds. Let's go ahead and claim the weekly thing. Level up heroes 30 times gives us one of these 3-star psychic power shards or tokens, and starting up here 1 hero to 4-star gives us 2 5-star psychic power shards. Monthly thing, we got level up heroes 100 times, which gives us 1 small stamina potion. Okay, so come back over here. Claim the Tide Onslaught rewards 1 time. Could do. Their faction trial on any difficulty level 1 time. We may as well go and run the auto attack over here on that. Actually, I'm going to just quick clear it. And then we'll quick clear on whatever the other thing is as well for the faction trials. So 12 Shelter Insignia 3s, 156 Hero XP potions for that. Put the back button up there. Trial of the Northerners is apparently the thing for the day. We're just going to go back to stage 7 and do the quick clear on it though. And get what we get here. OJ says she's in the top 5 favorites for Yuri. That's very nice. We get 156 of the XP potions and 16 Spirit Insignia 2s. I'm going to hop over to the Pantheon, and we do have some things here, it looks like. So we can upgrade this and get a little bit more of an HP bonus, which is 0.25% more than previously. And over here, we're going to get 0.5% more HP bonus. So, cool. This is blinking at me as though I'll have more that I can successfully do, but I don't think I do, so yeah, I guess that's just saying those videos. I haven't figured out all of these strange visual things going on. Alright. Arabian says, Kip, you got that head cold that's going around? Yeah, actually, recovering from it. Trying not to die. All is well. Am I sniffling in the microphone? Is that what's up? Coughing, sniffling, all that good stuff. We got quests. Clear faction trial on any difficulty level 1 time. 10,000 gold. Claim the Tide Onslaught rewards 1 time. You know, let's go ahead. I guess I haven't run through it in a while. Let's just, I don't know, honestly. May as well, I guess, but it is 1 in the morning. But I'll at least run one of them real quick, and then I'll just claim whatever we get. Um, don't know what kind of new things I may have since the last time I did this. Um, let's just try it as it is. Just fight, confirm, see how it goes. Urban says a little bit, sound a bit congested. Yeah, definitely. Uh, I had the cold itself, I would say yesterday. Now it's just kind of like, got the sinus infection and all that. But yeah, it's Rivian says, hope you feel better soon. Well, thank you. Yeah, it's all right. It's not a big deal. I almost got this finished off. I think the this thing is one of my least favorite ones. This I don't know, the Tide Wars thing. We got 40 diamonds, 30 legendary skill dust, and 21 talent points for that. Look at the stats here. Um, Edron topped it at 284,749, and that's actually million. It's actually 284,749,000, which is crazy. Followed by arrogance at 49,669,100. Then Cetrum, see, it's actually fairly incredible when you look at the numbers though, because Idrin is just like the vast majority of the damage was done in this fight by Idrin. If you go and just add these numbers up, what you're gonna find is that Idrin did so much. Like if you look at the little bar under his name, he did 76% of the damage that was done by the whole team. It's pretty cool. But next was arrogance, and to think that second place only did 12% of the damage, it's like no one else really matters here but Adrian, and then arrogance a little bit. Um, so often I have what I call team arrogance, right? In this Tide Wars, a lot of times it ends up being team Adrian. It's that good. Um, Ruben says a really easy way to throw out your highest team is just to quick retreat and quick deploy and let the game figure it out. Yeah, yeah, I agree. It's not always spot on, but it's normally sufficient. Um, but yeah, I think that it's a reasonable way to do it in a hurry for sure. But we're just gonna claim the loot here and move forward. Alright, so we got 42 legendary skill dust, 356 talent points, 48 epic skill dust, 1 fallen Templar demon soldier shard, 14,000 gold, 70 stamina, 90 rare skill dust, and 1 skeleton guardian demon soldier shard out of that. Which, it's a nice haul for sure. Alright, going back over to quests, we're going to claim our reward for that, which is 1 stamina potion set. Okay, let's see. Events. Let's go to the W Gold gift. And the quests here. Perform 50 hero summons gives us 50 W Gold gift tokens. And obtaining 1 legendary hero gives us 50 more W Gold gift tokens. And then we come down to Brave Conquest, because we've been looting gear pieces and meteorites. We get a little bit more stuff. Most importantly, perhaps for this moment, is those 5 Thunkle shards. But we're also going to get 2 of these huge stamina potions. Alright, then if we look down on this list, that was the only thing that gave us the Thunkle shards on this progress bar here. So since that's, I mean, obviously the other rewards are good too, but, you know, I'm trying to get those, and I feel like the, uh, the imperative nature of it is less since we've got that. We got 40,000 gold here. This is leveling up, starting up, promoting heroes, or upgrading hero skills. And I do want to at least try to get this 1800, so that we can get those shards right there. I don't know if that's going to happen. We've got another 8 days, so it should. We're halfway there right now, and so probably will. Mortius excavation down here we go obtain, and we need to obtain 5 pieces of gear from gear raid. Let's go ahead and do that. We only need 2 more of those. So let's go to gear raid 1, and we will go to stage 18 and then just quick clear that twice. OJ says you've got enough to buy a radiant chest. Ah, awesome. So for those two, we got 40 Brave Conquest points, 10 Garnet Guard Demon Soldier Shards, 18,040 gold, 1,512 Hero XP potions, and then a couple of pieces of gear. So alright, go back from this, and we can obtain these 8 pickaxes. Then come over here and try to unveil this four-tiled staff here. That gives us 10,000 gold. Not too shabby. We only have 5 more of the pickaxes at the moment, so let's check the corners and see what we can find. There's another of these. We're going to be able to unveil this one. Alright, so we got 10,000 gold for that. Now, we have 1 more, and it would be nice to get one of the little one-tile ones. Let's try here. Ah, so close and yet so far. We got the scarab instead, so that's going to be 6 tiles, and we're out of the things. Over at the spiritual altar, we have a good number of things to claim, including some compass shards, happily. I'm going to click claim all here, so it adds it all up. We got 500 diamonds, 300 legendary skill dust, 10 Thunkles shards, 100 epic skill dust, 3 4-star psychic power tokens, 3 epic skill crystals, and 400,000 gold. Alright, nice. The Mortius excavation has something in the obtained thing. Oh, you know what? I gotta go down. Claim friendship points 80 times during the event. Gives us 10 more pickaxes. Didn't even think of that. Oh, I also didn't realize we were so close to the end of this event. So, I suppose I better make sure to get these things done. So we have 2 more gear raids that I need to do. Let's go ahead and preview and just run 2 more of those in the quick clear. Get that knocked out. OJ says it looks like Uncle's is going to be pretty good. The reason that I want him is it has that anti-heal thing, which I understand that I need to get. So, so since he has it, I'm gonna try to grab it. 40 Brave Conquest points, 18,040 gold, 1,512 Hero XP potions, and a couple of gear pieces there. Alright, pop out of that, and we should be able to claim the pickaxes here, 10 of those. Obtain 100 pieces of gear from gear during the event. Oh, dang, that's unfortunate. Well, that's 50 more than I have. I mean, let's see here. Might be able to handle that. Let's see. Go to stage 18 and we'll quick clear it. And so we're going to need a total of 50, but of course, it's only 20 at a time. So we could give it a go, perhaps. How many do we have here? We'll use a couple of these. We're going to ultimately need to use a good number of these. Let's try that. And 20 times. OJ says, yeah, but a few units do anti-heal. Oh, cool. Coolio, coolio. So who are you guys using for your anti-heal? All right, we got 480 Brave Conquest points, 180,400 gold, 15,120 Hero XP potions, and then a bunch of different hero pieces for that. And then we're going to do the same thing again for another set of 20. Rubian says Artemis and Zelus. I think that Zelus is a demon, right? I may have seen Zelus. I feel like I've seen Artemis once in Arena, but I don't recall for sure. I don't know who Danny is at all. The name isn't familiar. Okay, so for that run, we got 480 Brave Conquest points, 189,400 gold, 15,120 Hero XP potions, and then a myriad of gear. Alright, now let's see where we're at. We've done 40 runs, and we only need a couple more gear pieces. So, let's just try doing 2, and see if that does it. I mean, it ought to, right? We're going to quick clear twice and see where we're at. Irvian says technically Boreas does as well. Poor Boreas is kind of fading on me. I've seen Boreas. He's the ice guy, right? His name? He's like blue. Alright, we got 40 Brave Conquest points. I feel like people use him in Arena semi-regularly. Then we got 18,040 gold, 1,512 Hero XP potions, and then a couple of gear pieces there. Alright, let's claim this 10 pickaxes. And then see where we're at. We have 30 to use here, and we can go ahead and unveil this scarab. And then we'll have 2 individual tile things. So we got 10 diamonds for that. Now let's see. If you were a little one tile thing in this formation, where would you be? That's the question. Not sure what the right answer here is. Nothing is particularly even, so let's just try here. Nope. Okay. Got a few opportunities. There's one of them. All right, that's good. 1,000 Hero XP potions. Now, what would the other one be? If that's there, well, we could try up here. Hey, all right. Got a little bit of I want to say parallelism. I guess we're going to go with that. 1,000 Hero XP potions for that. Nice. Very good. 10 Ancient Summoning Crystal Shards, 200 Mithril, and 350 Lucky Gold for that. Now, we've got only 22 left to work. Doesn't sound like a good deal, honestly. Got a couple that are 2 tiles each, one that's 1 tile, and a couple that are 4 tiles each. So we would have to hit on almost everything in order to have any chance. Very unlikely, honestly. So let's just try here. Nope, not there. Okay, well then, how about here? No luck. How about there? Hey, there's something. Awesome. Got a stat. 1,000 Hero XP potions for that. What if there's another stat? Let's see. could be here. No, no, no luck there. How about here? Can I hit anything else? Who knows? Not there. There. No, no, nothing. Maybe I hit nothing else. It's another option. Doing super well. What about here? Hey, good job. All right. So we got 1,000 hero XP potion for that. We have 6 more. Some degree of possibility to hit. Not very likely. All right, let's see. Okay, so it's those things there. No idea. Yeah, let's try it. Not there. But I can miss all of them probably. Well, let's try in the corner over here. Hey, there's something. Great. Alright, 10,000 gold for that. Well, if there's one there, maybe there's one here too. Nope. No luck on that. Okay. Well, what about here? Got the bottom of something. Ah, what a shame. Oh well. Great conquest. We have... Oh, look at that. A couple of ancient summoning crystals. Very nice. Let's excellent. It's true. So, let's get out of here then and come back over the summon window. Because we have a couple of ancients we can try. Not that there's very much chance of getting anything with it, but let's give it a go anyway. Let's see here. OJ says, I also use Dracula for anti-heal against Torador in the Void Rift. Irvin says, I'm going to have Seer in there for that fight. Irvin says, wow, good pull, OJ. Haven't thought about that in a while. Cool. We got Gogrin, the 3-star fighter, stained crimson. This feral beast rouses allies with his war cry and goes berserk when health is low. Alright, we got one more summon of these. And it's Beirut. Hey, haven't seen Beirut tonight. Beirut is a 3-star fighter from the Watcher faction. He's a lord, and one cool thing about him is he can shove people back when he hits them. That's come in handy on many occasions. Beirut is a rough-necked faction leader of the Watchguard. His mechanical fists wreak havoc with burn damage. Alright. And then, let's see. Could do a few of these. I don't know that I need to right now. I still have some time. So maybe I want to save those crystals for tomorrow. Let's see. What else do we have here? Actually, I want to go over here to the mystery reward. And we can get a couple of mystery rewards here. The preview shows that we could get 1 legendary summoning crystal, 1 ancient summoning crystal, 1 rare summoning crystal, 10 ancient summoning crystal shards, or 5 legendary summoning crystal shards. Alright, so let's produce 2 of these. Let's see what we get. We got 10 ancient summoning crystal shards and 1 rare summoning crystal from that. That's alright. I'll take it. Alright. Now, here. And it is 1:27 a.m. currently, so I think I will go to the guild and go to Drake's Chasm, and I'll just do some auto fights on that real fast. And also, I gotta do the weekly thing, and again, I'm just gonna throw some auto fights at that, even though I still haven't updated it since I think the first, or maybe I did it twice total. And I've just been kind of auto-fighting it since then. OJ says, dang, I was hoping you would get Valderon. Really please. Um, yeah, well, you know, you can't get your hopes up too much, right? All right. So I think I redid this fight fairly recently, within the last week or I think within the last week I did, maybe the week or two. Um, I did an update on Nightmare 2 and 3, I believe, which went a little bit better than my previous auto fight I had set for it. So probably I could improve it a little bit more, but not enough to really matter a great deal. I think this one is Nightmare 3 that I'm on right now. Somebody taught me, and one of you guys taught me about being able to stick down a nightmare person and then pick them up, and the attack speed increase remains on the cable for the ones that are still there. So that's pretty cool. Very good to know. So I think on at least one of these guys, I was throwing out greed just to get that attack speed bonus and then picking him back up and putting out someone who's better for doing DPS just to give arrogance, pretty much just to give arrogance the boost. And of course, Wrath also benefits from it. But you see here, Greed is, he was down for a second, and so he's got 5,840 down, and Wrath also, you know, got put down for a minute. I saw somebody earlier just pulled a ton of good characters in a row in the chat channel. Pretty cool. Captain Dan, I believe his name was. It's just, they pulled a whole slew of them. I want to say 4 or 5. Um, fancy folks. One of them was, what's his name? The one you were just talking about a minute ago. If I need to go back in this. Um, can't think of the name. Oh, Valderon. It's right there near the end of it. Valderon was one of them. But there were some others as well that were pretty good. It's like, hey, good job, dude. All right, so we got 12,122 dragon blood for that. And then we're gonna thank these, thank these prizes for this. So we got Challenge Streak Chasm 2 times in the guild window for 20 guild coins, 20 guild activity tokens, and 5,000 gold. OJ says, I bet you can hit that top chest in that 3 remote post. Yeah, probably, possibly. I'm going to say possible. I would just need to redo it again, Titanic Ruins Weekly. And again, I think this was just I want to say the first setup that I had. The first time that I did it is what I've just kind of had this whole time. And I know that if I redid this weekly one, I would definitely do a lot better in this, but so something is better than and 132. Yeah, so it's again still. once I start getting ready, it takes about 2 hours to get ready. So if I get out of here at 2, that means I'm going to go to sleep at like idea of how that goes. OJ says Apocalypse is my favorite fight in the whole game. Is this Apocalypse? This favorite? What do you like? Or is Apocalypse, is that after that's after the dragon, right? So you do the dragon. I gotta go back and look here in a minute. So we got 742 mech fragments from that. Sure, we will pay from that. That's fine. OJ says you need someone to stun him when he draws back the song. Yeah, I just had whatever I had at the time. Like I said, it was something I had thrown together. I remember there was a whole thing of it was very last minute, and I was just trying to get some fights in so that I got the weekly reward. And so I had thrown together teams, and the first time I did it, I didn't get credit. I think for the second, or maybe either of the attacks for that week, because the time ticked over, so it was like 157 or something like that when I started. But by the time the fight finished, it was like 202 or something like that. And so it didn't give me credit for having done it, and it gave me credit for the next week. It was really unfortunate because I had thrown it together quickly, hoping to get it, in for the week. But instead, it took away my next week's fight, and also didn't give me credit for that week. And then I also had the second one. I just went ahead and didn't do the second one at that time, but later on I did, and it was just a whole thing. But anyway, doesn't matter. We'll go back and fix that stuff. Between the two, I got enough to get the first chest, so good enough. Oh Jesus, I love this fight. So that is Apocalypse, so cool. Yeah, the other thing's called Abyss, right? After you fight the dragon, the daily dragon, next thing is it called Abyss? I guess we can look. Let's see. Yes. All right. So after Nightmare 4. All right. Cool. All right. Gold Dragon Pass over here. We've got Daily Quest claim. Make one purchase in the Black Market Dwarven Association. That gives us 200 Gold Dragon tokens. Weekly Quest. Challenge Titanic Ruins 2 times to save the result. We did that. So we get 1,500 Gold Dragon tokens for that. And level up to 21. Level rewards, that gives us 10 of the flawless meteorites. And then with the Alpha Pass, we've got a weekly quest claim. We make 5 purchases in the Black Market Dwarven Association. And we get 150 Elf tokens and level up to 22. Level rewards, we got a couple things to claim here. It is 30 Sigwood fabrics and 100 dungeon crystals. Okay, out of that, and let's see, is there anything else of interest here? Check our flying guinea pig over here and see if he has anything. I don't think so. Alright. In that case, how about Arena real fast? Let's just refresh whatever's here. And yeah, I could do Sigano 13, who has 333,043 BP. We have 388,335 BP according to this, and the monsters have 333,043. So let's auto fight, and then we actually have 379,663 in the real world. Origin says it's a pain. We're talking about Abyss. Looks like we doing core drift. Oh no, absolutely not. OJ says Apocalypse is the perfect amount of difficulty. I will have to give it a go sometime and figure out what's going on. Okay, so it looks like our opponent has thrown out a couple of guys. Let's check this one because he's low health. It's Pierre. That's the artist. He has Master Stroke, immediately causes HP drain and equals 50% of current HP to self, and prepares a Prismark. If a Prismark already exists on the field, extends its duration by 15 seconds. And reduces the attack interval of all Prismites and Prismarks summoned by the caster by 15% for 15 seconds. He also has, I see Dao Chan over here. She has Serenade of Hope and Song of Sorrow. When she's in the blue stance, that means she's healing. When she's in the red fog, that means she's doing DPS to her compatriots over here. Alright, so he's also put out Beelzebub. I would tell you what Beelzebub does, but I don't know. We got the victory on that. That was Sagano 13, 333,043 BP. And looking at the stats, it looks as though Xena topped the damage for both me and for him. Mine did 2,993,190, and his did 2,459,890. And Idrin came in between those, just above there, Xena, at 2,467,770. Then it looks like Pierre and Arrogance did very similarly. Pierre did a little bit less, but not too bad. Especially because, Arrogance came out first. Before, I think Arrogance came out before Pierre. I'm not sure. We'll have to go look. Alright, so we got 3 arena coins and 8,000 kilo XP potions for that. Alright, not too shabby, all things considered. I don't think I'm gonna fight any of these other ones. Just 139 in the end. So, I think I will. Let's check events real fast. Let's see what it is that's in game today. Mystery of Artifacts that's not as relevant. 40s excavation is. We've already done what we could there. Okay, so nothing is vital to get done right. I do want to go ahead and throw these at some things, so we're going to throw them at the Mystery of Artifacts. The stamina, that is, the extra points. So, let's do that in the background here. And let's see. Running the heroes. Yeah, I had already established that I am not too terribly far from being able to get possibly third place. I think I'll hold back for now and do those tomorrow. So, let's check first of all the storage and see. Yeah, we do actually have a shard put together, and it isn't ancient summoning shards. So, or ancient summoning crystal rather. So the cool thing about that is that I will go summon again. Because that's the Sergei / Volveron summon possibility, and we may as well throw something at it. Alright, we got Voltus, 3-star mage from the Cultist faction. Voltus, assigned to protect the Maker, possesses electrical powers of mysterious origin. Beware of this devastating storm. Alright. Well, wonderful summon there. Let's go to mine and claim this stuff. We got 5,700 coins, 4,950 XP potions, 20 stamina, 1 diamond, 1 autopilot attempt, 9 mithril, and then this chest here, which has within it 2 insignificant Jad's 2s. Erudit says you can collect all the free loot and war drift that you can quick clear. Don't even have to fight if you've done it before. Huh. Let's see. So if I went in, I really, I did it that one time. I don't even know how to get there. Is it in the war room? Maybe. Yes, war room. Alright. So we go into the Woodrift. I guess I did it on normal. So you're saying I can go in and tell the Woodrift that you can put. No idea. I guess I could just run around and pick up stuff like this, too. Okay, so if I come over here to this guy, for instance. Oh, whoa. Oh, I had no idea. Okay, so you don't even quick clear or anything. You just go and just smite him, huh? Insane. Okay. Huh. Well, I could have been doing that for a few weeks probably. That's much faster. I was thinking it was going to take forever, so I didn't, I never had time to really do it again. And so this is a game changer as far as that goes. Thanks for the information there. So 3 flawless meteorites, 5 diamonds, 10 mithril, and 6,500 TRXP potions. Interesting. Okay. And I wonder why it showed how much I got for that, but not in there. Um, I don't think it matters too much because you see it at the end regardless. How much you end up getting. Two flawless meteorites, 5 diamonds, 10 mithril, and 6,500 TRXP potions. Yeah, I mean this is a more reasonable speed for sure. I wonder what I failed to grab here, because I'm sure there's a lot of stuff that I missed. 3 flawless meteorites, 5 diamonds, 10 mithril, 80,000 gold, 6,500 TRXP potions, and 1 void surprise chest. Let's go back and look real fast, because I remember the first time I did it, I ended up having to come back. So see, I would have to do again. So, good thing I came back and checked. Okay, I think that's all. Probably. Desperation causes me to make sure. Alright. So I guess since I've only done the normal thing, this would be the only one to, do this with. But still, it's helpful. Oh, OJ says missed a couple of things. Rubian says missed one to the left. You got it. Did I miss more that I failed to go back and get? Clearly, I was in the zone and not paying attention to anything. Three flawless meteorites, 5 diamonds, 10 mithril, and 6,500 hero XP potions there. Ah, Ruben says I'm big now, so we got it all. That's excellent. Hopefully I got all this stuff too. Let's see. 3 flawless meteorites, 5 diamonds, 10 mithril, 80,000 gold, 6,500 hero XP potions, and 1 more of those wood surprise chests. Looks like I've got 19 out of 28 things. Maybe that's the right amount. We'll see. What an exhilarating battle it has been, says the character there. Ah, it's threatening us. The big bad has arrived. Stay focused and press on. 3 flawless meteorites, 5 diamonds, 10 mithril, and 6,500 hero XP potions. That was 25 out of 28. So we're almost done with this, I think. That was actually quite quick. Even the big bad boss at the end, we just smash him with our sword and we're good to go. We're crazy. Made it to the end of this rift, finally. 10 flawless meteorites, 10 diamonds, 80,000 gold, 20,000 hero XP potions, 1 rare summoning pistol, and 1 ward surprise chest. And so we're going to claim all that stuff. 46 flawless meteorites, 165 diamonds, 4 insignia endurance 3s, Rex's Vow. Now what's that? Is it a special artifact for Rex? No, but it is class limited to defenders. Yeah, that's the one. Got a couple of arena permits, 180 mithril, 11 insignia endurance 3s, 540,000 gold, 50 stamina, 108,000 XP potions, 1 rare summoning pistol, and then a couple of pieces of gear. Well, that's clear. And then we leave there, and then we can claim those background fights that are outside of it. And we got 144,300 gold, 12,000 XP potions, 87 flawless meteorites, 226 mithril, 522 mystery of artifacts trophies, and 522 brave conquest points for that. And we do have a little more stamina from that event, so we'll send a few more things at this. Okay. Thing that pretty much clears up all the daily stuff and everything like that and the weekly stuff. And not all of it, but a lot of it. So we'll check on the arena. We have another 55 seconds left. Irvian says, see, that wasn't so bad, and voila, done. Yes, yes, very nice, very nice. Good job. Good job making me do that. And I can definitely refresh this once, and just at least see what there is. Then I'm gonna have to call it because it is almost human. Let's see. Go back over here and stare at it while it counts down. That seems right. I could try this guy, Seekus here, if he's from Greece apparently. 395,944 BP. Could beat him, might not, who knows. But I feel like with us being this close to a refresh, it just seems right to do that instead. Are you sure you want to change your 5 opponents? Changing your opponent's manually will break your winning streak. Why, yes, I do. It's basically the same thing as before. I have Equilibrium play now instead of Seekus, but it's pretty much the same number as what Seekus had. OJ says it really is such a mess right now. It's what I hear. We'll give him a go. He's gonna beat us, I think, but let's do it anyway. 395,583. We're at like 379,000 when all said and done. But that's alright. I don't mind being beaten. So let's see what we've got. Threw out Alara off the bat. She had Burst Strike. When triggered, loses invisibility. Each attack changes to 2 consecutive strikes, and damage to airborne units is increased by 55%. Now they've put Silas down at the bottom. But they lose. Alright. OJ says once you get to like plat 2, 95% of people are running the exact same team. Oh, crazy. So stats show Equilibrium Play had 395,583 BP. Xena did the top damage at 1,799,440. And then Silas came in next on the damage at 676,414. So that's interesting. Okay. We got 3 arena coins and 8,000 hero XP potions for that. Okay, well, I think that's gonna, well, I guess I'll fade these background fight stuff real quick. We got 27,060 coins, 2,250 XP potions, 19 flawless meteorites, 42 mithril, 114 Mr. Artifact trophies, and 114 brave conquest points for that. Alright, I'm gonna call it a night here, I think, guys. It was, as usual, it was a pleasure streaming with you guys, and hopefully I'll see you soon, hopefully tomorrow. If you're not following me yet, be sure to follow me and turn on notifications so that you can see next time I go live. Wouldn't want to miss, me sniffling in the ear and coughing and trying to strangle on my own saliva. You can't get that just anywhere. But regardless, I'm going to take this opportunity to call it a night for now, and I will hopefully see you guys later. Have a good night, everybody.